For whatever reason, this game is not popular at all. Like, literally nobody has played it, nobody has heard about it, and all the reviews on Steam are negative, and I don't know why. I had a full playthrough of the main campaign of the game, but this little gem is so obscure that nobody watched it, because YouTube didn't know what it was, so it didn't recommend it in the algorithm. All of this to say this is a genuine banger. You essentially have free-to-play Roblox, but it's more approachable than Roblox because it's got more gameplay. I'm mostly reviewing this game based on the main campaign. This is kind of like the showcase map made by the developers, and it'll run you about 10-20 hours or something. You basically start out in this small tutorial island, eventually end up beating a boss, going to the next island, and you repeat that throughout the whole game. But at the very least, the game does try to vary up the gameplay. Each of the different biomes will usually end up having a different mission, whether it be rescuing survivors, finding a bunch of mines, and getting some ore. It was a good time, but I think the worst aspect is there's a huge difficulty spike in the last biome. Particularly the last dungeon is extremely difficult, and the final boss is actually really hard. Still, all things considered, this game was free and it still supplied me with a lot of joy. But beyond the main campaign that the developers made, there's also user-made maps, and more importantly, multiplayer maps. The devs did end up making some mini-game showcase maps, and although I scrounged through a lot of user-generated content, there wasn't anything that really stood out to me. And I think a lot of this has to do with the fact that the game itself is Japanese, but it uses AI to automatically generate the text in English and translate it, which is insanely cool, except when I started to try and work on my own custom map, I didn't realize how in depth it went. Sure, there's all the basic terraforming creative mode stuff, but Teravit is essentially RPG Maker. So you can plop down an NPC and code their quest. But the problem is that most of that code is still in Japanese. Still, with all of that said, this game is free and I would highly recommend it. I just wish that this game is more popular so that more map makers could actually make some banger content.